What's up, guys? Joe from Smart Prop Trader here. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today, I'm coming at you with sort of an educational type video. So, as some of you may know, Smart Prop Trader is getting very close to our launch. Our launch is on August 1st, which is rapidly approaching. And with our launch coming up, we're ready to watch all who trade with us succeed. And we want to put you in a position to have as much success as possible. We want to be able to form a long-term relationship with you. So with that, in today's video, we're going to be diving into some tips and strategies that could make you a successful trader. The two main strategies that we're going to be focusing on today is scalping and swing trading. These are two of the most popular strategies out there, but it's important to keep in mind two things. One, that they're very different. They involve two very different mentalities and two very different styles of trading. The second thing that's very important to keep in mind is that neither strategy is really considered better than the other. It all boils down to what you're comfortable with and what works for you. You'll find plenty of traders that were successful using both strategies. Another important thing that I want to note is that if you do employ either of these strategies, they involve two very different mentalities and two very different styles of trading. The second thing that's very important to keep in mind is that neither strategy is really considered better than the other. It all boils down to what you're comfortable with and what works for you. You'll find plenty of traders that were successful using both strategies. Another important thing that I want to note is that if you do employ either of these strategies, there is still a chance that you could fail at first, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that strategy isn't right for you. Now, there's nothing wrong with experimenting with different strategies and tactics, but just because you fail at first doesn't mean that you won't be successful in the future. That mentality is important to keep. Every successful trader has failed at some point, and most likely they continue to fail. But what makes them successful is that their profits are exceeding their losses. So with that, let's dive right in and go into each strategy in detail. So the first strategy that we're going to talk about is scalping. Now, scalping is an aggressive trading style in which your goal is to take small, consistent profits. But the key is making those small profits in high volume. Because of this entails you to be very proactive and very aggressive. With scalping, you could be doing hundreds of trades in a day. Because with scalping, you're focusing on small price changes and then making a quick profit off of reselling. Now, because you're working to make consistent small gains, it's very important that for a trader that's looking to employ the strategy of scalping, to not suffer a huge loss, because that setback could completely undo all of the hard work that you did. In order to prevent this, you could employ a tactic that really could be used in any trading strategy, but is especially important with scalping. And that's using a strict exit strategy or using some sort of stop loss or stop limit. This will prevent you from having too much risk and suffering too large of a loss that, like I said, can undo all of the hard work you did making those small, consistent profits. In the end, a successful scalper is going to have a much higher ratio of winning trades versus losing ones. But in the end, you need the right tools to do it, like a live feed so you could be actively monitoring your trades. And even though you're limiting the size of the wins, you're also keeping in mind that lessened exposure limits risk because the trades are such short term. In the end, scalping is really the opposite of the whole let your profits run mindset, which is basically what swing trading is, which we will dive into now. So like I said, with scalping, you're looking to make plenty of trades in a single day. With swing trading, you're making more of a long-term commitment. And by long-term commitment, I mean that you could either be committed to this trade over a couple of days or up to several months. And the whole goal of swing trading is that, unlike in scalping, where you're looking to capitalize on small movements and take small profits, you're looking to capture a large chunk of a movement or price change. So scalping has the whole mentality of taking small profits, while swing trading, you're swinging for the fences. You're looking for that large profit. But while you are looking for that large profit, which is great, you also are exposing yourself to more risk. So that's something to keep in mind. Because it's more of a long-term commitment, you could potentially be exposing yourself to weekend risk as well as overnight risk. If a price is a certain number one day and then it's substantially different the next, that could either be really good or really bad. So with that, just like I talked about with scalping, it's important to try to mitigate your risk. You need to know what you want to achieve and how much you're willing to risk. So with that, it's important to establish some sort of risk to reward ratio. And you could do this by employing, like I talked about before, a stop loss or a stop limit. You need some sort of exit strategy, but also it's important to establish some sort of profit target. This way you could be taking profits or losses at a level that you're comfortable with. And this is what could make swing trading a great strategy for you. So with swing trading, if you're forecasting a potential movement that you want to try to capture, that could definitely be the strategy for you to employ. So if you're seeing that an asset's price is probably going to move and you want to try and capture some of that profit, that's a great strategy to try to employ, but just keep in mind that it might take some patience. And like I said, if you are successful, capture that chunk, capture that price change, and then move on to the next opportunity. So just to recap, we talked about scalping as a trading strategy, as well as swing trading. So both of these strategies could make you very successful trading. It's just important to know what you think is going to work for you. You could experiment with both if you'd like, but just keep in mind that people have been successful employing either strategy. With either strategy that you use, it's still important to revert back to that mentality that if you fail, it's important to push forward and keep going, because all successful traders have failed at some point, most likely multiple times. Thank you guys very much for watching. We can't wait to see what type of strategies you'll employ when you start trading with us once we go live on August 1st. And with that, with our launch rapidly approaching, we're so excited about our launch giveaway. We'll have details for the giveaway at the end of this video if you're interested. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video down below. Also, be sure to follow the link tree in the description to our socials. We have a ton of exciting videos coming up, and we also love to hear from you about video ideas that you would specifically like to see. So be sure to leave a comment down below letting us know. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Joe from Smart Prop Trader signing off. Don't forget to enter the Smart Prop Trader launch giveaway. We're giving away 3 100K Smart Prop Trader accounts. To enter, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website in the description below, where you can provide us with your email. Winners will be announced in early August. Good luck to all who enter.